Oh baby, some stuff about GEKKO just came out. What you're seeing here on screen is pretty much all his abilities. That's been leaked, I should say. It's from this Twitter page, which I'll go ahead and drop in the link in the description. It's called like Valorant Leaks or something like that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. And then afterwards, we'll also talk about the Oni. They're not called 2.0, but it's the Oni, like the second variations of the Oni skins. So we'll talk about that afterwards. But right now, let's go ahead and get into the GEKKO stuff. And our first ability here is our Q, which is also called Wingman. You fire to send Wingman towards looking enemies, and if any enemy is found, Wingman will fire a concussive blast in a triangle shape on the first enemy it sees. This seems like it's going to be kind of like a KJ molly or some sorts. But this one apparently moves and actually, goes around and actually shoots at someone and concusses them, which is really nice. It also comes with the alternate fire, which if it has a spike, it will actually plant the spike. And then if it's shot, it will have a almost like concussion range around it, which will allow you to come pick them up and you'll be able to use them after a short cooldown. Actually, if you look at this clip here on Wingman, you actually see the little guy actually plant the spike. And I thought that was so interesting after Omen shoots him and he just explodes in this weird little thing, this little glob. All right, for this next one here, we have something called a Dizzy. So it's kind of like a flashbang of sorts. So you shoot them up into the air, and if there's enemies that Dizzy can actually see, Dizzy will actually shoot down these beams at them, which you should be able to see right here. And it actually flashes the enemy. And it doesn't say how long they're flashed for, but it flashes the enemy once they're hit by the beam. And then you can pick it up and be able to reuse it after a short period of time. This is literally a reusable flashbang, and it's almost like a tracer for Skye when she's using her ult, because her dogs go out and follows, but you could see exactly where those beams go. They're kind of fast, but you can see where they are. And this could be maybe a tad bit broken if used in the right hands. I'm super curious on how this is going to be in ranked and especially in pro play. All right, next up we have something called a mosh pit. Now, mosh pit is a giant viper molly for sure. And honestly, I think it may end up getting nerfed. Just taking a look at the overall size of it, it seems like it would do a lot of damage, especially for after plant situations. But I am curious because there's no description saying the further out you are of the molly, the more damage you take or the less damage you take. So I'm curious on how that's going to go and how that's going to work, because if you look at the molly itself, it actually loses color the further to the edge you go. So this might be one of those situations where the damage is actually less depending on where you are standing in. But for sure, just taking a look at how quickly this chamber dies, it's going to be a lot of HP if you're in the center of this thing. Riot, please nerf. This is already going to be OP at the start. I can see it now. Man, you guys with your lineups already, I'm going to be super excited to see what you guys do with this one, especially for a lot of after plants. And last but not least, well, certainly not least, we have something here called Thrash, which seems to be like a KJ ult mixed with a Skydog. This seems like it's going to be crazy good, especially in pro play and, especially in higher ranked. I can see something like this being used quite often and pairing it with someone like Skye and just going crazy with flashes around corner, then stunning all those enemies, because they lose all sense of mobility almost. If you look at this clip here, he actually stuns it just like he does with KJ's ult, and that I don't really know how I feel. I'll be honest. This is going to be one of those abilities that's definitely going to be altered for sure, because I feel like something like this might be too overpowered, especially for something you can just use on the fly and then be able to reuse after it's been used once. So yeah, you heard that right. You could pick this guy up and use him again in the same round. So I could definitely see some issues coming in the near future with this ability, but it looks really cool. It is kind of slow, but the jump range is pretty dang far, and I feel like this is going to be rather difficult to avoid. And I don't know if you can destroy it. I haven't seen anywhere that says it can be destroyed, but also haven't seen anywhere where it says it can or can't or whatever. It doesn't matter. I hope you can destroy it because something like this is going to be kind of nuts. There hasn't been any audio released on any of these abilities yet so far, but I am super curious on how this is going to be when they fully release. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the new GEKKO information. If you like him, you think he's going to be overpowered, do you think he's going to be underpowered on a release? Let me know. I would love to hear your feedback out in the comment section below. And feel free to check out my Twitter, where I'm actually doing a Oni giveaway, which we'll go ahead and talk about that portion of this video starting now. Oni 2.0 is coming out and I'm doing a giveaway for it. If you're interested in a video for just the Oni 2.0 skins, I'll be doing that on release as soon as I get them, as soon as I purchase them and upgrade them. I'll make an entire video on them, don't worry, that will be coming out. But if you're interested in the skin bundle for yourself, go to my description, go to the top link, which will be just my Twitter page, go to my pinned comments and follow those instructions there, and I'll announce a winner for this bundle on March 17th. So keep an eye out, trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know what you think of this bundle, let me know what you think of GEKKO, and I'm super curious on what you guys think and how y'all are feeling about the current Valorant meta and how you think it's going to change, especially with these new releases of these new characters coming out. Especially with ones with such a drastic, and just like harsh change to the meta as GEKKO will probably end up having. Alright guys, I've been Quobster. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll see you guys later. Bye.